Welcome to our presentation on Rome's government and Julius Caesar. Understanding how the Roman Republic functioned helps us grasp the political conflicts in Shakespeare's play. The Republic was designed to prevent one person from having too much power, which explains why so many senators opposed Caesar's rise. Before Rome became an empire, it was a republic from 509 BCE to 27 BCE. This meant it was ruled by elected officials rather than a king. Power was divided among three main branches to prevent any one individual from ruling alone: the Senate, the magistrates, and the assemblies. This division of power is key to understanding why the Senate feared Julius Caesar's growing influence. The Senate was the most powerful governing body in Rome. It was made up of aristocrats, known as patricians, who served for life. The Senate controlled foreign policy, finances, and military decisions. Although it could not pass laws directly, it advised consuls and had immense influence. In Julius Caesar, many senators, including Cassius and Brutus, saw themselves as protectors of the Republic. Magistrates were elected officials who ran the government. The most powerful magistrates were the two consuls, elected each year to lead Rome. They commanded the army and directed government affairs, but to prevent one person from becoming too powerful, consuls could veto each other's decisions. Other important magistrates included praetors, who served as judges, and quaestors, who managed finances. The assemblies were made up of Roman citizens who had the right to vote. Different assemblies elected magistrates, passed laws, and made major decisions. One important group was the plebeian assembly, which represented the common people. However, despite their right to vote, the Senate and magistrates often held more power, which created tension between the aristocrats and the commoners. To understand Julius Caesar, it's important to recognize key political terms. A consul was the highest elected official, serving for 1 year. A tribune was an elected official who protected the rights of the plebeians and could veto Senate laws. The Senate was the ruling body of Rome, but it feared Caesar's growing influence. Finally, a dictator was a temporary position given absolute power in times of crisis. Caesar broke this tradition by becoming dictator for life. Roman society was divided into two main classes: the patricians, who were the wealthy elite and controlled the Senate, and the plebeians, who were the common people. The plebeians had some political representation through tribunes, but the patricians held most of the power. In the play, the plebeians love Caesar, while many patricians fear his power and seek to stop him. The struggle between republican ideals and personal ambition is central to Julius Caesar. The Senate feared tyranny, believing that Caesar threatened the Republic. Tribunes like Flavius and Marcellus opposed Caesar's rise, and Brutus faced a moral dilemma between loyalty to his friend and duty to Rome. The plebeians, meanwhile, easily shifted their loyalty based on persuasive speeches, first siding with Brutus, then turning against the conspirators after Antony's speech. Rome's government was designed to prevent one person from taking full control, but Caesar's rise threatened this balance. His increasing power led to fears that he wanted to be king, which ultimately led to his assassination. The play explores themes of republicanism versus autocracy, persuasion versus manipulation, and loyalty versus betrayal. Understanding Rome's political structure helps us see why the conspirators believed they were saving the Republic, even though their actions led to greater chaos. Thank you for following along with this presentation. By understanding how Rome's government worked, we can better appreciate the political tensions that drive the events in Julius Caesar.